IEM Sydney. This is where their campaign starts on Mirage in Counter-Strike 2. Vitality and BetBoom taking each other on. BetBoom that starts on the CT side, and Vitality working their way toward B.
5 sets of armor. They're just going to run straight out B apps.
Yeah, quick play from Vitality. I think they've been playing a little bit of CS2 in the background. They know how this one works. All swing and big ding. It is Flames to find a couple of kills off the gate. And unfortunately for BetBoom, not much you can really do about that. Pilski, you yourself are a B anchor on Mirage. You know how it feels.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't even in the best anchor positions, really playing the pivot position on short there. Backside MBK. Dennis trying to work his way through market. Oh, that's a real sharp shot from him coming out market side. Trying to turn around this 3-on-5 here. Zorte, another one from him.
Yeah, hang on just a minute. Majors is able to pull one back, and so it is still numbers advantage for Vitality for a moment. Time is ticking away from BetBoom now, though, and that surely starts to secure it for Vitality. Pistol round in the books. A good first step in Counter-Strike 2. That's going to work out perfectly as well. No one is defending the B site currently. That Orc will be able to turn around and hold on to short, but even then they've been more or less completely locked out of the site at the moment. Kyron 1-for-1 trade. Siren does a good job of bringing that one back, but end of the day, you give up that much space against Vitality, they are going to take it, and they are going to punish you for it.
Yeah, Nafany quick on the flank here, though, is going to be critical. He needs to find his timing to take a peek.
Dennis has to have a little bit of an angle maybe over that smoke, waiting to see if any of the Vitality players are going to push their way in off the back of the flash. That is what will happen. Nate's not quite going to catch him, but there is no escape for BetBoom.
Nafany just going to save now.
He's been
waiting. Yeah, I wanted to see him take first contact for Dennis there, but he just really didn't have any impact in that round at all. And Vitality, 4 on Mirage, utility pressure from Apex in middle. The rest of them creep out B apartments. BetBoom, you can see they were anticipating in that first gun round some kind of mid-controller, mid-default. They tried to go for that early mid-round crunch. Will he catch Magisk, who seems well aware of this being a possibility? But the double ding from the MP9, it at least is traded by Spinks.
Yeah, I think you'll take that if you're Nafany.
Vitality, though, they know they've lost control of that A side of the map. How will they respond? They've smoked top con, re-smoke into window. Does seem like they want to kick off a mid to B.
Quick up short. Zorte watching. And Dennis gets himself another one as well. It's starting to come together for BetBoom.
Zaiwu in connector, waiting for someone on that A side to make a mistake in terms of rotations, either moving from a close position to a retake position, or a retake position to take some control of the site. Finds Kyron on a nice timing. Now it's just one player on ticket. The rest of the CT's on the B side of the map here, so there's definitely space for Vitality to get into an after plant.
Oh, this is where Zaiwu looks to activate, but Zorte is ready and waiting. So it's just on to Spinks. The flash is going to hinder him for a second, but can still get the plant down. No. Good round for the AWPA on the CT side. Zorte picks up 3. From maybe the best 2 teams in the world at the moment. Or certainly an argument to be made for that. Either way, that, not too bad from Magisk. And Spinks is going to be able to crack open Zorte's head as well. So 3 on 5 from the outset. BetBoom really relying now on Nafany creeping up from Connector here to do a bit of that work. And there's an open plan for Vitality. No one was watching Connector. The trade will come through, but it is a disruption if nothing else. Won't matter in the end. No extra timing going the way of BetBoom.
And even if they could take this last gun away, they are off to a flying start here on Mirage. That may be too much for BetBoom to handle. Apex will certainly be traded by Spinks. So 3 alive for Vitality. They continue this nice run on the T side, and Vitality already quite happy with how this half's going. Great cash has been brought up there. Missed window smoke. Number 5.
Who's throwing it?
Missed piece of util here from top teams at IEM Sydney. CS2 is problematic, to say the least.
Yeah, that's, I mean, look, is that acceptable? I don't think so. Even if it is the first event, you want to be the best team in the world. You can't be affording to miss a mid-window smoke on Mirage. Like, okay, there might be some more convoluted smokes going around, but yeah, May just had a couple of nice kills over on that A-bomb site, which has made it interesting enough for Flames. Especially if he gets that kill now, there's a chance to get that bomb plant down. He's got a bit of util here as well. Smokes himself off on the site, has a molly, has a nade. Can he find a way to isolate a 1v1? Surely BetBoom are good enough to not give him that opportunity, but yeah. Just getting a little bit too busy.
BetBoom have got a pretty good read on what should be happening this round, and the rotation's coming over from Kyron.
Yeah, Zorte has been given that information. He's sort of keeping an eye on main, but he's also thinking about connector. He's going to be flashed off the line. Nafany steps up. Answers, drops himself down into that sandwich. It won't work out for him, and Kyron, the tick came through. I don't know, has Zaiwu heard it? It seemed like it didn't quite get heard. An Apex shot in the back by Nafany has nowhere to go. This time, BetBoom get the read. So Vitality going to have to go back to plan B. I didn't know there was another player sitting behind default, and that's where the round really fell apart. He did take a tick from a Molotov, though.
Extra rotation over. They had great information. Now you've got to go and lean more on those mid-round plays, and it looks like they're looking to put heavy pressure over onto Catwalk and turn this into a B-split.
Zaiwu almost gets himself a timing there. In the end, it'll actually be Flames to find Kyron, and they know that Siren is somewhere lurking around on the site. At least he's got himself a smoke to hide behind. That's not going to keep him alive for long, and Zorte on that rotation also goes down early. Nafany has been able to cross the door. Flames in Africa doesn't quite manage to hold on to it. Bomb at least was planted for Vitality, but now it's down to a 2v1 for Nafany, whose head will be ripped off, and it is 7-4 Vitality.
Siren to hold from under Bauk here. MP9 on ticket is going to be difficult to navigate.
Well, Siren, even through the fire and flames, is able to get himself one. No more than that, though, as we're back into the 3-on-3. Zorte can't strike, misses his shot. Zaiwu won't make that mistake. Down again to Nafany. Kyron there alongside him. Headshot will go through. No, never mind. It wasn't a headshot onto Magisk. Spinks is dealt with by the MP9, which seems to be a pretty big threat in CS2. These two teams could literally be anywhere. Zaiwu could be running all the way into mid, playing from connector and win the round in the late stages, but unnecessary. Gets a bit of info off that flash that there is a player in main. We'll be able to pick up the M4A1S, but again, it's just too big of a crossfire to break. So at the end of the half, Vitality win a pretty routine round. 8-4 the scoreline. Vitality looking good. Missed pieces of utility. That has been the talk of the town so far.
Retake setup from Magus, looking to chip down the numbers before the BetBoom can get into a post plant here. And oh, what is that? Hello, Dennis on these pistols has been insane.
That's going to be the bomb plant for BetBoom. And a lot of map control to boot. We have to be aware of Zaiwu working his way through T-spawn. That is going to be the X factor for Vitality. And the rest of the CTs are just taking it slowly. Apex chimes in with one, which is good. Zaiwu knows he has a freebie onto Zorte. Here's where it'll start to pick up the pace a little bit. BetBoom need to get something done. Kyron hiding behind triple. That Glock not doing him any favors at all, and he is just going to be booked out of the server by Zaiwu. It's just Siren left alive. Defuse is on. Shots are hit. Vitality win the pistol. And with that, they can now start to think about winning the map.
Reminds me of the CT side. Really, they had these two really important swing rounds that they could have grasped with both hands. And unfortunately, I think that's going to be the tale of their Mirage best of one here against Vitality. Really what could have been everyone turning up to this game so far. BetBoom with the force buy though here.
All right. Well, Magus is down to 1 HP and then finished off. A much better entry this time from BetBoom. Three players drop in the blink of an eye.
This could turn things around. I mean, Vitality already thinking about a bit of a save here. Flames trying to fashion himself an M4 inside that smoke, and he's been able to pitch that one and try to get out of dodge in time, but not allowed to exit back towards market side. And that crab spray from Spinks, that might have worked in CSGO. Praise and the pressure over on this A side of the map. Flames playing from Ninja, backed up by Magus. Apex rotating in on connector side.
Siren getting a lot of space already, and that's a nice spray transfer. See a little bit more of that. We'll start to get excited about Counter-Strike 2. Speaking of which, 3-on-2, Magus is creeping around the side of the smoke. He has the knowledge that there's nothing happening on A.
Kyron just listening to the rotations in underpass here. They just need to wait. They don't need to go here. They're hiding in kitchen. They're giving Kyron time to get this pick over on the B side. Surely he should trade this frag.
Well, Zaiwu seems to at least have
What?
Oh,
Where's that gone?
Almost
Jordan!
got unlucky. I thought he had the wherewithal to understand maybe that there was someone coming through from Marcus. I thought he was playing safe from it, but he was stepped back a little bit too far.
That's why some Aussie pros used to play inverted mouse, as far as I understand it. Nice exits from Mages. Usually I get a bit more excited about those exits, but look at BetBoom's economy, bro. 5-dig economy. They literally don't care. They say take our AKs. Yeah, Chad agrees with me. I'm not crazy.
Well, we'll get a replay here. Look at that from Siren, though. Not bad.
Yeah,
Ooh, okay, yeah.
Get Gabe on the phone. Where is he?
I'm seeing what you're seeing.
Same time zone. He's awake. I know it. Let BetBoom cook. Let's see. That's another smoke from Kyron, by the way. This is like a 4-smoke exi.
Oh, frontside smokes, actually.
Oh, this is sick.
Okay, Apex jumps up on top of the firebox. Can't get more than one for that.
Oh, Kyron!
Will miss a shot, and it is Kyron really just running and gunning that gets BetBoom into the site. Plant's gone down, but the numbers are still decent enough. Vitality, smokes are starting to fade. Nafany's caught out in no man's land. Zorte's made some noise. They know where he is. The 1v1's been given over. Flames.
No kit.
Has given it to Spinks and unfortunately can't get that 1v1 over the line. BetBoom come up with a big round.
They're getting fired up, and Kyron, he's feeling it after those entries. He cracked that A side open with ease. Straight out the A ramp smoke after it gets blown open, and with that execute, this is the sick thing. Okay, that one was full. Anyway, this this is the sick thing about these pre-planned executes with the full wall of smoke, is that he knows he can jump up on default like that. That's his entry pathing. That is very much pre-planned, and Vitality were not ready for that. Mid-aggression here. T's trade out favorably. Dane is just too good on these entries.
It's happening.
It's happening. It is. And this is the thing about CT side economy, when the T's have been able to win that second round force buy.
And yeah, exactly. That's just the B stream. I mean, what do we know about the A stream? Maybe something's happening over there as well. Player in jail, hasn't quite yet been cleared out. Apex can't hit the shots he needs. He thought maybe he killed Nafany. I'm not sure. Either way, he's done and dusted, and so is the B site. Vitality at a very great risk now of dropping this best of one against BetBoom. And boy, oh boy, what a disaster that would be. What a mess that would mean for IEM Sydney.
This is just classic, playing a CIS team.
13-9. It is certainly what BetBoom would be looking for, but there's a miss.
Another
window
smoke from
Guys,
BetBoom.
Get the counter going again, please.
Jesus Christ.
I really didn't think it would be this bad. I actually really didn't think it would be this bad.
1-3-1 from Vitality. BetBoom looking to creep out Palace in the mid-round here. Siren's been lost. Spinks shooting through his own feet, and out comes the Palace pop.
He's going to lose his head, so that's the A side. Actually cracked open. It's kind of worked out in the end for BetBoom. A lot of presence in mid from Vitality, but it does leave the A site relatively undefended. Full retake still yet to come from Vitality, but they are waiting for Spinks to make his way through from T spawn. Slow and steady wins the race for BetBoom right now. Static in their positions, and that'll be a free beat for Nafany. Execute Apex, but I think he waited a bit too long. Zorte went down. It's Nafany to try to clutch out here for BetBoom. Defuse is on, and there's nothing he can do. Did you notice that? Nafany, he thought about holding the trigger discipline as Apex swings out from jungle.
Into window there from Spinks. Out comes the Palace creep. Nafany punished by Magus.
Trades attempt at least coming through here from BetBoom, but that is not going to work against a team of the caliber of Vitality. Well, just as we started to think about maybe seeing our first upset at IEM Sydney, now we have to start thinking about our first potential overtime of IEM Sydney, because Kyron not going to pick up the 1v3, and there is one round in it for both teams. Vitality to get to 12-12 to secure OT, of course, in this new MR12 setup.
Fast Palace pops. Aggression out A main early in the round, running straight through mid. Window smoke missed again. Oh my god. They've had to refresh that. Pop flash into middle here. Aggression on the timing from Apex, applying pressure from Catwalk. Here's Flames, and Apex going to get that opener.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Nafany. Just straight into the pre-fire from Apex, but Kyron does a good job of retaking that space straight afterward. Back to the 4-on-4. It's really hanging in the balance now for Vitality. ZywOo, he knows Danist is low. He's got that pistol out, and there is no escape. So it's going to have to come down to Kyron. I think this push into jungle is going to be a big one. Timing doesn't quite work out for him. Overtime certainly on offer now for Vitality. BetBoom just haven't quite been able to seal the deal. 2v4 though. Maybe Zyron and Zorte can still make something happen.
The Spinks from bench, backed up by Flames in market. No AWP on this side of the map. It's going to try to play off of each other's contact. Flames definitely bait a little for Spinks here. Playing that window cross, but that's a great timing. They start to sprint out carpets. Flames going to clean one up, and that's going to be Spinks to push us through to overtime. BetBoom, 2 players in middle. Going to refresh that window smoke. Molly goes in towards underpass. Nafany trying to creep into connector rather on the timing from Zorte. Spinks with the entry onto Zorte top mid though.
Not a great start to the OT so far for BetBoom, down on numbers and trying to work their way into A. Though, a couple of nice entries from Kyron and Danists. And all of a sudden, there's a different storyline. Have to go back and collect the bomb. But Vitality now in a precarious position. And Nafany trying to cut off these rotations. Timing won't work out for him. He was worried about the murder hole, but it was Spinks coming through from window. But even still, BetBoom have been able to achieve what they set out to do. That's planting the bomb on B, retaking control of jungle. Flames! It's the headshot, but with an A1S, that's not enough. And it's now on to ZywOo and Spinks. Molotov into Tetris will be quite beneficial. Danist is still good enough to get one before he goes down. So sharp. And he's been great on the entry so far today for BetBoom. I think ZywOo's run out of time now. You've still got that nade held in the back pocket for Siren. They're surely just going to nade the smoke, and that is exactly what we've been talking about in the lead up to this event, Pilly. We've been talking to players, we've been saying, will you guys be holding nades later on?
The smoke defuses is what puts pressure on the T's to come out and pick the bomb. I dare say it's still going to be the save, but you can't rely on that smoke defuse with the nade to blow open the smoke like that. That makes a massive difference in a situation like that. Smoke to window from BetBoom. They're running a 2-3 again, this time with a bit more underpass pressure from Nafany. He's going to try to beat the Molotov, and that's going to work beautifully. Nice entry onto Apex, puts pressure back on Vitality. He's just cracking things open from connector here, leading from the front.
Doesn't seem to get any easier for Vitality, even though they've made it into the OT. They are able to bring a couple back. Still Zorte spinning around in connector. Keeps the numbers advantageous for BetBoom. Man, Vitality are really having to do this the hard way. Feels like every single round they're down on numbers, or they're out-positioned, or they're coming back from behind. It never feels like, at least for the last maybe 5-6 rounds in a row, they've been in a favorable spot. Major's timing, fantastic, and great raw adjustment onto Danis, leaves it onto Siren Solo. He's flashed out, but they don't know he's here. Or do they? Double swing. 13-13, just as I'm starting to try to build up some kind of storyline.
Like they want to go for a B-Apps timing. It's a 1-4, similar to what Vitality did in regulation. They find the entry onto Flames.
Yeah, nice entry, but can they deal with Spinks? He's good for 2, which is enough
damage
to keep the numbers even, but not enough to deny the plant. Apex has charged his way outdoor. They know that, and they do dispatch of him. He tried to find that timing, but in fact, he's actually made the job more difficult now for Majorsk and ZywOo, who will have to do it as a duo. And ZywOo's completely, I wasn't going to say smoked off, but it's faded. Still, time's ticking away. BetBoom looking pretty good to take 2 into the second half of OT. ZywOo has cracked 1 open, but now he is alone, and he'll have to do something special, which is not possible. 14-13, BetBoom again in the lead.
Going to turn around this 4-on-5, but they're going straight into the jaws of the P90. Missed jungle smoke.
Don't even bother counting anymore, guys. Let's see what Zorte can do, though. Come on. I want to see it. I'm ready. Push the smoke. Let's go. Oh.
Booked him.
Shit.
Yeah, pushing the smoke feels pretty hard, actually. Kyron.
I was so ready, you know.
Yeah. It's going to go down too. Vitality evening this one up 14-14. I'm sorry, guys. We're Aussie. We love an underdog. We love an upset. Vitality, they don't want to be upset, though.
One thing we love down under as well is overtime's on Mirage.
Oh, God. Don't get me started. Nice.
How about that one?
Yeah, that's a sick lineup. Anyone gonna be using that one in their Mirage Premier games? But it looks like Vitality once again in this 1-4. Apex applying pressure to middle and allowing the B timing to come through apps.
Siren's got that smoke down, which will give a little bit more room to play, but not if Flames just charges his way forward. He's confident, taking that duel. Nafany's position completely unexpected, and he could double down, bomb drop. Here we go. BetBoom up to 15, and it is indeed going to be map match series point again. Best of one, remember.
And even though he only gets one there, it allows the next player on the rotation to come through to have a little bit more space and have some impact. Chance for BetBoom to close this one down. Smoke blown open, and Nafany continuing to find space and frags.
Good start for BetBoom, that's for sure. Nade in, does catch a couple of those Vitality members, and Kyron executes Flames from behind. It is now Siren on the B side that has to make the difference, and he certainly will. It is done, ladies and gentlemen, 16-14. BetBoom secure the first upset of IEM Sydney 2023, and they are letting us know how they feel about that. Nafony, get on the phone and have a chat, mate, because the redemption has begun.
Great series. Just single map from Kyron. He had an excellent performance. All of the individuals really had some nice moments, and you could see they're ecstatic about that VO1 win over Vitality, who clearly just have not had enough time to chew CS2 here. A lot of missed pieces of util, a couple of sketchy situations. It has to be said, BetBoom, an opponent you can't underestimate. You cannot underestimate these CIS mixers, particularly in best of ones. So much talent in the CIS region. So many individual players that can do damage on the server. And it has to be said as well, someone like Nafany gathered himself enough experience in his Cloud9 run. You got Innershine that was working over there with FaZe. They have the components of a solid team. They've got good leadership structure who have experience. They've got individual players who have shown some promise.